As we talk about your most accurate forecast, finally, we're going to feel some changes. I hesitate to say it's going to feel like fall because we'll still be above average, but we'll take a drop in temperatures after being at or near record levels. Really, it seems like since last week. Yesterday, a record high of 89. Whew. So at least we are going to see temperatures dropping. Now, as you look outside and look at conditions in Phoenix, we're sitting at 73 degrees, some high clouds moving in. Winds right now out of the east-southeast at 9 miles an hour. So we've got some light breezes out there. As we go into this afternoon, expect those winds to increase, especially in northern Arizona. We'll get some light breezes here in the valley. But as those winds increase in other parts of our state, we could see more of those dust particles in our air brought in. So something to keep in mind. No air quality alerts, but you may notice that haze out there going into this afternoon because of those stronger winds across our state. And if you're especially sensitive, then maybe make indoor plans here for this afternoon because of that increase in some of the dust particles. Now, as you look at winds across the state, we are seeing some stronger winds in northern Arizona, and that's where the wind alerts are now in effect. Wind sustained at 22 miles an hour in Flagstaff, 26 miles an hour in Show Low, and 23-mile-an-hour winds in Kingman. But look at these gusts. We've seen a peak gust in Kingman as high as 37 miles an hour already. Strong wind gusts also in Flagstaff and Window Rock and at the Grand Canyon, and winds will continue to increase going into this afternoon and early evening. These areas where you see the tan color and the yellow, that's where we're going to get some of the strongest winds. So those areas are all under wind alerts. The tan color, a wind advisory. The areas highlighted in that yellow, that's where we'll feel the strongest winds today. That does include spots like Flagstaff, where a high wind warning is in effect. That does also include places like Williams, Winslow, Tuba City, Holbrook, also Snowflake. Winds in those areas will peak sustained winds between about 35 and 45 miles an hour. Those are more constant wind speeds, but wind gusts could peak near 65 miles an hour there today. So something to keep in mind if you spent time this weekend putting up those holiday decorations, you just want to check them, maybe make sure that they're secure because those strong winds could certainly blow them around today. We've also got a heightened wildfire threat in parts of northeast Arizona because of the strong winds and the very dry conditions. So winds will be an issue. We're also seeing some of those high clouds that are moving in, and they're going to continue to sweep in from west to east across our state, moving across the valley too, giving us partly cloudy skies at times. All of these changes coming as we track an area of low pressure that's slowly working its way towards Las Vegas. Eventually, that low pressure moves across northern Arizona. It swings a cold front into our state. That'll bring a drop in temperatures. Now, today won't be as warm as yesterday, but still, we're about 15 degrees above average as Phoenix looks to top out at 85 degrees. Just some light breezes through this afternoon and evening here in the valley. Our sustained winds between about 5 and 15 miles an hour. Nowhere near as strong as what we'll see up north. But look at this temperature drop. We'll go from 85 today into the upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, so some cooler air eventually heading our way. 85 for a high today in Phoenix, 59 today in Flagstaff. As you look at those valley temperatures, you'll see a lot of mid-80s here this afternoon. But again, after today, we'll be dropping and you're going to notice more 70s in the forecast over the next several days. Overnight tonight, cooling off into the 40s and 50s across the valley. So tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to 53 in Phoenix, down below freezing in Flagstaff tomorrow morning. Quick look at your 7-day forecast shows 80s today, upper 70s for most of the week, with temperatures in Phoenix hitting 80 degrees Thursday, Friday. Then this weekend, more changes, possibly some rain chances by next Sunday. We'll be watching it closely and keep you posted as we get closer.
Hugs